Hello Duelist, it's Tombox here. This is Tombox coming at you with my new link setup for YGO Pro links. Anyways, today's video is a combo slash weakness video regarding, well, the archetype of Spyrals. Now Spyrals by themselves weren't very good, didn't really see too much meta impact in terms of TCG, but in OCG they had Double Helix that was released in Circuit Break, and it's very likely and pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get the same card Double Helix in our Circuit Break release. So this is basically going to happen to TCG. So these combo videos, you guys love this stuff so much, so I'm going to demonstrate two combos for you today. It's some of the most basic openings that you're going to see all the time. You're going to get really sick of it, so might as well learn it now so that you guys are prepared, because the name of the game is to be prepared. And if you're prepared for it, it might not be as painful, or maybe you'll be ready to play it upon release. That's the point of this entire video. Anyways, if you guys see a better way of performing some of these combos, leave it down in the comments section below, and I will now begin, I guess. So starting off, I will be going first, and the two combos I will be showing you today, the first one is of course the Saki combo of having Machine Dupe in your hand along with a Quik-Fix, but then you can also kind of perform the same combo with Machine Dupe and Spiral Gear Drone. The other combo is actually no Machine Dupe, but instead you have a Super Agent plus a Drone. So first combo, let's go with the Saki combo since it does open the nuttiest play. So starting off with the Quik-Fix. Quik-Fix will search, but the thing that makes the deck super broken is that Quik-Fix's effects are not once per turn, and it doesn't exactly matter what you search here, but you know, for the sake of pretending I have actually nothing else in hand, I'm gonna go with the Drone, because the Drone is actually one of the most important pieces to actually search here. Now next part, you go Machine Dupe. Let's dupe this guy out and get double Quik-Fix. Again, since it's not once per turn, you'll be getting double searches from this Machine Dupe, netting you a +1 right from the get-go. Or he was the +1 and now you're just getting additional pluses on top of that. So they chain on top of each other. Just get the stuff that you don't have, so you're gonna get the big red, and the other card I do not have. I already got the car, I got the Drone, and you can get this later. You can get the utility wire. In fact, you're gonna get everything because you're gonna be special summoning Quik-Fix like at least 3-4 times. Okay, now that you have two Spyral monsters on the field, you can immediately go into Double Helix using 2 monsters. That's nice and all. Don't use the effect just yet. In fact, right now your goal is to throw the Drone into the graveyard. You're gonna activate Quik-Fix's effect. I'm gonna put one of these guys in defense mode, just so that I know that he will be banished if I do use him for, well, whatever like summoning combo linking I'm using. So anyways, get the Spiral Gear, Last Resort. So now I've done 4 searches so far. I'm already at a +1, 2, 3, 4. But right now I want that Drone. I need the Drone to actually guaranteed. I don't want to luck sack my way to victory. I want to have quote-unquote skill. So I want the assurance, so I'm going to revive the Drone. When Drone is summoned, I get to rearrange the 3 top cards of his deck. So yes, I am going to look at his top cards. I don't want to give him that max C, so I'm going to put a spell, and monster. Now that I know that he has a spell on top, I'm going to activate Helix. Helix, not Felix, is going to call spells, and therefore I am actually going to be able to special summon to where I'm pointing. Don't block this zone. If you block this zone, this is gonna suck, this is gonna fail. I don't want to special summon. Yes, put the master plan. See, it doesn't even care about levels. You're just spamming out a high level monster. That's cool, but if you don't have space, you can search the card into your hand instead. But remember to activate master plan. Again, master plan also not once per turn, and you can also toss that into the graveyard for Quik-Fix. Now, next up, now that I have all this set up, let's go with a Proxy Dragon, because I want to send it to the graveyard to get myself an additional search. Say I didn't have that terraforming in hand. Okay, I'm going to go into here, and don't use that Quik-Fix because it will get vanished, and I'm going to use the Spiral Drone. Alright, now do I want to use Master Plan's effect? Hell yes, because I get a field spell, and I can search my agent, and I will also search Sleeper because I can play the Resort. Resort is awesome because it has a maintenance cost of putting cards back, but aside from that, I have a once per turn search. What did I add? I added the agent before, now I'm going to add the Sleeper. Now, I'm not even done my combo, I'm already at a plus, well, there's 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at a +8 by base. And you know what? I want to keep this Quik-Fix. So normally people, if you're playing a bit more aggressive, you can go into a Dullahan. I'm going to go a bit more greedy. I'm going to go with the Princess Sprite, because you are going to have a lot of level 1s in here, and I'm actually doing pretty decent here. I'm going now with the Princess Sprite. If I get myself a spell, that's great, but if I don't, well, that's unfortunate. I threw away a Max C, but you kind of get the idea. You can get additional, you could be at an additional plus here. Now, I still know that the top card is still a spell, and there's lots more I can do. Let's actually activate the Quik-Fix, and let's throw the Spyral Mission Rescue into the grave. That's a monster reborn if you banish it from the graveyard. Cool, let's just put this right here. All the Quik-Fixes are basically get banished. I can now add additional cards, I guess. I can add the big red, I suppose. Another one. Now, this card is once per turn, so I already played it this turn, so I can only set it at most. And next up, I'm going to use the rescue here to revive the master plan. Because if I get the master plan, I can use her effect again to actually add the rescue again. That's pretty good. And I can actually get one of these banished. I already have enough Quik-Fixes in the grave anyway. So right now, I can also summon up my my agent. Let's get out a Decode Talker. I can throw this away and that away. No, I'm done. There we go. So now I have Decode Talker that can basically prevent targeting. And here's the thing about targeting. Your opponent cannot target any of your cards until they get rid of Spyral Resort. So there you get that kind of advantage. Next up, let's special summon out the agent. I know that he has a spell card on top. Let's put this out here. I can go further and actually make even further links. I'm just saying this is basically the breakaway point where you can actually optimize your combo a bit more. You can put out a firewall if you really wanted one. Overall, there's just so much you can do at this point. Like, I can now, the ideal point is to actually make this dude here to come out. So I'm just gonna get rid of a couple of cards here. Sure, let's get rid of these three. And now put the sleeper on board. And then, because I already searched the last resort, a very typical play is to equip the last resort onto the sleeper just so that it cannot be destroyed. Remember, the sleeper does have a weakness where if it does blow up, you tend to start losing most of your board. And because I also have Spyral Gear Utility Wire, I can set that. So what do I really finish off with here? This might not be the most ideal opening because there's probably other extra deck monsters I could have went further with, and I could have tossed the other Spyral Mission Rescue into the graveyard. But for now, I'm just going to set it. What I see here is I have a non-targetable board, so all this Spyral stuff is not targetable. I have I guess a double Scrap Dragon that pops 2 cards. Now, looking at my current board, you can see what can my opponent do, really. Now, I have Decode Talker, which prevents targeting in general. I have Proxy Dragon that prevents the destruction of cards, especially if it's not the stuff I'm pointing to. So, in other words, this resort's gonna stay. They can Raigeki. Raigeki does hurt because the Proxy Dragon can't protect it, and of course, Decode Talker will die. And basically everything else will also all get wiped, but Master Plan will activate, fetching me a bunch of cards. So, Utility Wire, I can actually target one face-up card my opponent controls and put that to the top of their deck. I have 2 pops, and I have a bunch of basically interruptions that my opponent is basically stuck dealing with, and this is a pretty nasty board. I mean, this is a plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a plus 9 by itself, and I just don't know what to say. This is 2 card combo at a plus 9, so this goes even further than Zodiac, I would say. And the amount of control that you're getting, well, let's just say it's pretty ridiculous. So, what if you actually can't open Bricky? No Quik-Fix. No Quik-Fix, no machine dupe. What do you do here? Well, you still can actually open pretty decently with just the Spyral Gear Drone and the Super Agent. So, what can we do? Well, I'll actually get to the point where we start to deviate, but technically this is more of a 3-card combo than 2 because the last card does change up how the play is done. If we open with any of these with this, you can still play. Your plays aren't dead. You're not just getting handled with a crappy field. You can actually go pretty far, starting off with a normal summon of the drone. And once I actually get to the the forking point, I will, kind of break it down for you. So let's just rearrange it. So they have three spells. Let's activate, well, the Spyral Super Agent. Now that I know that he has spells, let's go with spells, and I get myself a free summon. Alright, already got this stuff going. Right from here, you have no more effects. Let's go into the Double Helix. Double Helix has already seen the top card, so we're going to see more spells, and therefore get out our Master Plan. Yes, we want to special summon Master Plan because we're going to throw that into the graveyard. So at this point here, just don't forget to get your search, because the search is super important. Now, when I say the search is super important, you can actually change up how your plays go. This is the part that is actually quite crucial, to be honest. You can add yourself the Assault, or you can add yourself Rescue. If you have 1-for-1 or Foolish Burial, just go with Rescue. There's no point adding that Assault anymore. If you do have Terraforming, on the other hand, you can readjust it so that you can actually play with Assault. And that will actually give you an additional Quik-Fix summon. But it does change it up so that you can't immediately go into Decode Talker. If you want to go into Decode Talker, definitely go with the Rescue instead. So for now, I'm going to go with a more complicated one. I guess both boards kind of ends the same way, so I'm going to go with the Assault. I'm going to add the Assault. And, well, instead of going to Decode Talker, I'm going to go into another Helix again. Of course, you can go into yourself. And the Master Plan gets the Resort, and we're going to get ourselves, well, I guess we'll get ourselves the Quik-Fix. Just remember to get yourself a Quik-Fix somewhere along the line. Now I'm going to activate the Terraforming. And I'm going to add Dragon's Ravine. This is post-circuit break, of course, so this is something that we can expect in the coming month. We're going to go with Dragon's Ravine, activate. We're going to toss away our Spyral Mission Assault, so that we're going to get our free summon here. Alright, now we got that set up. We don't need the Dragon's Ravine no more. We're going to activate the Resort over it, and we're going to get ourselves the Sleeper. Okay. Don't forget, you can't summon out the agent, and you already have an agent on the field. And thanks to the agent being on the field, well, let's start off with the Mission Assault. Let's banish this off, summon out the Quik-Fix. Quik-Fix is now on the field. Quik-Fix effect is going to activate. We're going to get ourselves a big red car, Clifford, the big red car. And we're going to activate the big red. Big red is going to get us a Master Plan. Master Plan is great because, well, Master Plan's not once per turn in terms of the search effect. Now we get ourselves the Rescue. Now we can actually go into Proxy Dragon. Or you can actually even go into Decode Talker if you're into that instead. And now we can activate the Quik-Fix, throwing this into the grave. Which is kind of neat, right? And do I want to activate another card? No, Quik-Fix is probably going to get sent to the graveyard once again. So let's just do this. Quik-Fix effect. Oh man, why not? Let's get ourselves the Last Resort. Activate the Rescue. And now we can actually put another card back onto the field. Let's get ourselves a Super Agent. Wow, so many more things to activate. You can even continue synchroing, pop the card. You know what? Let's actually go further. Let's actually go pop the card. We're gonna probably synchro off the agent. And of course, monsters, we have Ancient Fairy. Ancient Fairy's here. Activate Ancient Fairy. I can continue to special summon monster, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna pop the field spell to get myself a new field spell. Add a field spell to my hand. Alright, I'm back in it. I can reset this whole thing once again. Now I can actually add the Quik-Fix. I can add a Super Agent. For time being, I'm not going to think too much. I'm just going to add the Super Agent just because he's a bit more flexible. And time to special summon out the Sleeper. Sleeper. Banishing. Gotta be careful what you banish here. I don't need the drone. Big red. And the other resort that I can't really get back. Now that I have Sleeper. From here, I can actually activate this one here, attach it to his. Well, I could actually synchro this Quik-Fix off instead, but do I have another Quik-Fix to replace it? No, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But yeah, that basically sets up this combo here. Not as strong. This is only a +5. But hey, this is still 2 pops and a lot of protection. In fact, you know what? Let's go a little further. Let's go into that decode talker. Let's take away our Quik-Fix and I guess the agent. And there you go. We have another board here. Kind of annoying, very hard to target, very hard to blow everything up. This is very, very annoying because this is just a quick effect double scrap dragon, if you know what I mean. Just pops 2 cards, pop 1 of my cards, and you're in a bad situation at the end of this. It's just not very fair. But all in all, there we go. In the end phase, you can actually put back 1 of your double helix. So yeah, there's that. Now let's actually talk in terms of weaknesses. Now remember, I'm just going to post a link down there. There are many other ways of actually performing these combos. There's also an FTK if you're running Cannon Soldier. If you have enough materials to actually burn your opponent to death, why not do so? Okay? It's a Dullahan firewall loop. Of course, firewall's involved with all the FTKs. Might as well just call it FTK Dragon, right guys? But, okay, so weaknesses. One of the best weaknesses is to prevent them from setting up using a Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Think about it this way. Usually people, when they think about Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, like, oh, they'll just play through it. But if you actually reap them out of these cards, unlike just taking away a Trident out of a Zodiac, taking away Trident out of a Zodiac does make it suck so that they can't pop your cards, but they can still play with the rest of the Zodiac engine. Taking away the double Helix, on the other hand, makes it so that their deck is actually very much crippled. You're locking the gate to all the pluses they're gonna get. You're literally just throwing it out there. You basically floodgated them by just taking away the key. And the key is the double helix. So without that, they're not gonna get a free +9, +8, plus whatever that, however they set up. So that's one way. Another way is to, well, say they did get that full setup. You need a board wipe. You need a hard ass board wipe. I'm not lying, because like, first of all, the Spyral Resort makes it very difficult for you to target anything. So in other words, that sleeper is very safe. And then the sleeper also can pop your cards, pop 2 of your cards. That basically means if you don't answer him correctly, you can't set back a row. If you don't force him to burn off his effect early, you can't stop him. So one way to do it, throw a Kaiju on him. Why not throw a Kaiju on him? Kaiju that thing, and then blow up the rest of the board, because that makes it actually a lot easier. So you need board wipes plus Kaijus. Those are very efficient. You know what? Wing Dragon Frost Sphere mode. I'm gonna throw that out there just because it's a tribute summon. You can take away quite a bit of stuff on his field, and the Wing Dragon Raw Sphere, well, is just, in other words, a giant kaiju. It's a giant kaiju that doesn't offer them anything. It does burn off your normal summon though, so bear that in mind. But if they do get that set up, it acts as a board wipe, and it's also summoning condition, so it's very difficult to stop. Now, what about Ghost Ogre? Does Ghost Ogre have any impact? Well, Ghost Ogre is okay at best. Just because the Spyral deck does have a lot of follow-up and a lot of recovery, just because they can just keep on pushing. If you do manage to pop off one of his cards, say the Resort, popping off the Resort is actually not too bad. Actually, popping off the Resort is one of the best plays because that card is not protected by anything and doesn't have any sort of graveyard synergy. So if you do have a Ghost Ogre, use it to pop the field spell. Would you Ash Blossom them? How good is Ash against the deck? Well, let's think about it. It's pretty good. You can Ash the double Helix, and that is a fundamental card to actually Ash, because without them to bring out the Master Plan or the Quik-Fix or whatever monster that summons out, yeah, the whole combo's kind of dead. So those are some of the cards I would suggest. Yeah, so most of these cards are a bit more expensive in terms of how to kind of counter this. If you guys also have your suggestions on how to counter the deck, well, leave it down in the comment section below. But so far, Reaper and Ash are 2 of the best ones to stop the combos from actually going too far. Or if you really want to break the board, you do need a board wipe. Black Rose Dragon isn't bad if you can actually get to the point of a Black Rose, which is very, very hard. because they're going to have that utility wire that's going to throw something back into the top of your deck. They're going to have the sleeper to pop 2 of your cards. In other words, you're playing through a lot of stuff. You might as well answer all those problems beforehand. Why not go with Raigeki, Dark Hole, or a Kaiju Slumber? So that's all I got for now. Leave a comment down in the comment section below if you guys got any other suggestions. And until next time, I'm going to do more videos. I might even do some fun stuff with this new YGO Pro layout. I really like this layout. I spent so much time kind of breaking it down, and well, actually, to me now, it actually feels a bit satisfying to play on it. So until next time, don't forget to hold on to MST.TV. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like so we know we are doing a good job, and you can also subscribe to MST.TV for more fantastic videos by clicking on the button on the left. Don't forget to check out our partners at Imperium Duelist. They make really high quality mats, including some of my own limited edition release stuff. And if you want to check out one of our past videos, click here on the right. As always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you next time.